Okay, I want to show you my favorite tip about kale and how you can make kale very easy in your life. So when I buy kale, I usually buy it in these big huge bunches. I'll buy 3 or 4 bunches at a time. You can see I have a bunch of them in there. What I do to store the kale in my fridge, if I'm not ready to process it, I'll show you how I process it. I'll put a paper towel or 2 in here, and then I put another bag, because I have a bunch of these left over from previous purchases, so it's a great way to like recycle your bags. I put the bag like this, and then I tie up this bag a little bit, and this is how I keep it in my fridge. It stays fresh a lot longer that way if you do that. So when you're ready to process your kale, you have maybe 20 minutes on hand. Basically what you're going to do is take out all your kale, and you can wash it if you want, but I tend to, well, I buy organic kale, but I tend to not wash it every time because I'm lazy. And it's okay if you're lazy too. You're not going to die from not washing your kale sometimes. So what I'll do is I'll take out all the kale, and I want to process it all right now so I don't have to think about it later. And it lasts really well because kale is super hardy. So I'll just take the kale and I strip off, I'll take some of it down and then just strip off the kale off the stem. You really don't want to eat this part. It's bitter and disgusting and doesn't have a very nice texture. So what I do is just strip it like that, and then I'll put it into a big bowl. And I do that, it doesn't take very long. I do that for all my kale. Just get rid of that, strip it down, do every single piece that you get. This is how you can buy a bunch of kale at a time and not have to have it go bad in the fridge like I've had happen a million times. So then what you're gonna do is, once you have all your kale in here, you're gonna have a massive amount of kale for reals. So get rid of any of the smaller stems that you can, just discard those. Then you're gonna have these like big long pieces. Now I like this kind of kale for salads, it's easier to eat, so if you get this kind it's good, but it's the same exact process if you use any other kind of kale too. Strip it off and you've got these big pieces. So then what I do is by hand, I'll come through and just break it into smaller pieces like this, into pieces that are about this size. Then I put some paper towel on the bottom, I put a little paper towel on the top, and then I cover the bowl. This one happens to have a nice little cover. If you get a bowl like this, it's really nice because then you just throw it in the fridge and leave it there. You can leave it there for like a week. It doesn't go bad. Kale is really, really hardy. And then when you're ready, just take the bowl out. You take a handful or 2 big handfuls for a nice salad. And then you do the massaging technique. So you break it down into much smaller pieces and you massage it for probably 2 to 3 minutes. Seriously, like just, you want to, you know, squeeze the heck out of that kale for 2 to 3 minutes, and then you're ready to dress it for your salad or use it any other way. You can also just take handfuls like this and throw it into your smoothie. So it makes your kale ready to go as soon as you need it, anytime, and this way it doesn't go bad in the fridge like may or may not have happened to me in the past before. So that's